Hello, thank you for watching. If you could subscribe or leave a like or leave a comment, I'd appreciate it very much. Thank you very much for watching. As you can see, today's video is when I went to the new Holland tractor plant in Basildon, Essex, which used to be the Ford tractor plant and engine factory, opened in 1964. So I wasn't allowed to film or take pictures inside the factory itself, so I'll show you around this visitor centre and I'll talk about the facts and figures about the factory. So this is the 60th anniversary tractor, or the Diamond Jubilee.
Well, that's just groovy, baby.
For some years now, this factory has been known for making the T6 and T7 range of New Hollands, but notice the red one now. In about 2024, I think they said, they had moved production of the T7 heavy duty to St. Valentine, Austria, and they had moved the Maxim and smaller Pumas to Basildon. So basically we made the T6, T7, Maxim and Pumas there. Now I'm sitting in one of the big T7s. This is a Blue Power and it's quite plush really. The tour guide said they had only had one visitor before start a tractor in this centre. And look at this, I could have been the second. Even though this is a posh one, look at all those blanked off buttons there. More switches and buttons than I'd know what to do with. And look at this, the passenger seat is full leather. And the driver seat is half leather and half, I think, suede.
Oh la la! Oh, king in the castle.
So here are some facts and figures. So at their peak, Ford would make 300 tractors along with 500 engines here at Basildon per day. In January 2025, they were making 90 tractors per day there. I think it was about 12% of those that stayed in the UK. They still use the same overhead monorail that they used in 1964 to put the tractors together. But due to weight of modern tractors, if you did order two T7s together, they wouldn't actually follow each other. So they have to map out what tractors are made at what time. So say a T7 comes through, there has to be, say, 2 or 3 T6s after it and before it due to weight. So that's another problem they have there. The T7 heavy duty was too heavy to actually go on this rail, so we had to make a separate line on the side. And now they've moved those to Austria. They now make the methane tractor on that T7 heavy duty line. At the starter process, they load the back ends onto these automated trolleys that can jack up and down themselves. And these trolleys drive into this bay where they attach the engine and it drives out again and then goes back in to attach the front axle. So the trolley jacks up and down so you can actually line up the shafts and bolt holes together to attach the parts together. After that, the trolley takes it to the start of its monorail, where it's hung off that, and it's fitted with other parts. Then it goes into a spray booth, where the skid unit is all painted black, and then it goes into oven to bake it on. The wheel rims and body panels already come in painted, so it's only the black they actually paint as factory now. They said, in the days of Ford and Ford Blue, any car a worker would buy, whatever colour it was, would end up blue eventually, from all the overspray coming out of a factory onto a car park. They said there were thousands of option combinations out there, and notice these two tractors. One on the left is the old bonnet T6, and one on the right has the high bonnet like the T6000. Both new tractors, probably for export. If you look closely, here's where they park all the Case Pumas and Maxims. Connected to earlier, I also saw a brand new Puma on the line being put together, and it had the old Puma bonnet. Here's a cutaway of the dynamic command gearbox. So in a second now you can see the side plate, and you can see there's 2 shafts there with 2 sets of gears and 2 clutch packs. So one clutch pack and one shaft does the even gears, and one does the odd gears. Where's the AdBlue cap on this tractor? And what's this on the front? Notice the red gas line there, and these gas cylinders in front. This is the methane tractor. You can also see another gas cylinder there where the diesel tank should be. Because of anniversary, we had these comparing the old and new parts. So here's some special edition bonnets they've made, the special edition tractors. This T6 180 was the most plain tractor here. It's electro command like my 740 SL even. And look here, it has the separate gear stick for high and low like my 742. But the gear knob is like a range or power command. Manual spools, it's as plain as you can get these days really. Thank you for watching. So that's it from me for now then. Goodbye.